A narcissist sheds their skin when they meet you, and then they mirror you and take on your skin, and you think you fall in love. But the truth is, you are just falling in love with yourself. And that is why after you even leave, it is hard to detach, because you feel as if you have lost a part of you. And that is what causes the lack feeling. And you have to love yourself all over again to really heal. And that's one of the reasons why it's really hard to heal after a narcissistic abuse. So welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time. So I've been thinking a lot about something lately, and I wanted to talk about it with you today. It's the idea of narcissistic relationships and how they can trick us into thinking we have found something real, when in reality we are just falling in love with ourselves. That sounds a little crazy, right? So stick with me for a minute. I know this might hit home for some of you, and for others it might be an eye-opener. So let's unpack this. So imagine you meet someone who seems to get you in a way no one else has. They see you, they reflect you, they mirror you, your desires, your interests, even your emotions. They seem perfect, right? But here's the thing. What they're really doing is mirroring you. They're really mirroring you. They're really mirroring yourself. Now, when we meet someone like this, it feels magical, like we've met someone who understands us on this deep soul level. But the truth is, they are not actually understanding you. They're just reflecting what you already feel inside, what you want to see in the world, and what you want to experience in love, if that is what you are searching for. And that's called the mirror effect. It's almost like they shed their skin when they meet you. They step into your world, take on your persona, your energy, your vibe, and you start to think, wow, this person is really amazing. I've never felt this way before. But in reality, what's happening is they are wearing your skin for a while. You're falling in love with the version of you that they've reflected back to you. And this isn't about them really getting you. It's about them getting your needs, your desires, your projections. They give you the illusion of connection, but deep down, it's just you connecting with a version of yourself you've always wanted to love. So what happens later on? Here's where it gets tricky though. When the relationship ends, and trust me, it almost always does. You feel like you've lost something important, and you're left with this empty space, like a piece of yourself is gone. You can't figure out why it feels so hard to move on, why the detachment feels impossible. But the reason for this is that you weren't just falling for them. You were falling for the version of yourself they mirrored back to you. And when they leave, it feels like you've lost a part of who you were during the relationship. And that's a tough thing to untangle. So how do you heal from this? How do you get that sense of self-love back? It's simple, but incredibly challenging, You have to learn to love yourself again. But this time, it has to be real. You have to stop looking outside yourself for validation and start looking inward. Look within you. Remember, you are the one who is capable of loving yourself fully. It's easy to get caught up in the illusion that someone else can give us that sense of wholeness. But at the end of the day, only we can give that to ourselves. So I want to remind you that healing isn't linear and it takes time. But once you reconnect with yourself and start loving who you truly are, you will realize that you never really lost anything at all when you leave that person. You just needed to rediscover the real you. Actually, they did you a favor, and that is why many get awakened after narcissistic abuse, and you end up really learning who you really were. And that is one big advantage for you. So thanks for watching. And if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you have experienced this, or maybe you're walking through it right now. Either way, you're not alone. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, true love starts from within. So, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. God bless.